Hi, I'm Jasmine Ellis, and I'm a stand-up comedian. So I got into comedy, I don't know, I feel like the interest was always bubbling up for me. I was in theater when I was in middle school and high school. I loved talking. I love talking. Like, no, that sounds like, I make it sound like it's funny because reading's a hobby. But if you say you love talking, people are like, oh, she's crazy. But like, I like to talk. So I would get in trouble a lot for talking. You know, I was a very talkative kid. I was a funny kid. But like, I don't think anyone in my life really put that connection together to do stand-up comedy until after college. I had this kind of, you know, not that great job in retail, and I had a friend who did stand-up, and he was like, just come to one open mic, just come, just see it. And I saw the, you know, the diversity of comics, the good, the very bad, and I thought I could fit in there. So I tried my best, and you know, 10 years later, I love it so much, and I can't imagine my life without it. You know, it was weird at first. So it was like a lot of my extended family, they're like, oh, that makes so much sense. You were always talking, you were always, you know, I was this animated little kid that would tell these stories in front of the whole family. Like, I was always a performer, you know, like when little kids like do little dances in front of the fireplace, you know what I mean? I was always a performer, so they got that. My parents were just like, you should do something more stable. And I had gotten a degree in communications and broadcasting, journalism, so I was supposed to be using that. When I started doing comedy, I was working at a radio station. And I just kept finding my way back to being funny. Like, they would bring me on the radio and do segments with them, and there was always, even in my retail work, I would make people laugh every day, and I was just like, I'm supposed to make people laugh every day. That's just, everything I do, I find a way to make funny, so why didn't I just make funny the thing I do?
Love Beyonce. I love Beyonce an unhealthy amount. I love her too much. It's weird. It's like, it's crazy. This is like, okay, I have that problem that most light-skinned black women have, where like one time a drunk white woman said you look like Beyonce. And then you hold on to that forever. You just cherish that. That is like, you put that on job applications.
But my biggest risk was definitely moving like across the country from Austin to LA in the middle of the pandemic, and just convincing myself that things will go back to normal and my talent needs to be seen, which sounds so delusional, but I believe it. I do really feel that I connect with people in a way that makes them feel really good, and that's my job, and I've got to find a way to do it. So I pivoted to doing online comedy, to like being more visible on social media, and you know, I'm pivoting back into doing things in person, and like hopefully getting more into like the cruise, college, corporate, all of those different things. But like I need people, and I think people need me.